Hey everybody, this is Jay Lippman, and this is Culture Cast. Hey everybody, welcome to Culture Cast. I'm your host, Jay Lippman. Thank you guys for being here. This is episode 1, and I thought I'd take this episode to let you guys get to know me a little bit, because I'm sure that most of the people who are listening to this have no idea who I am or why I'm doing this, and I thought I'd talk about that today. So let's start with why. I believe that life is too short to be miserable at work. I mean, after all, work is where we spend the majority of our day. And rather than going the same route that most of the, social media influencers and rock star entrepreneurs go, and tell you that if you don't like where you work, get another job, I thought I'd go a little bit of a different route and actually help some of the business owners to create business environments where people actually want to get up and go to work and they're excited to be there and they, are aligned with the company's vision and work their hardest. It's not an easy thing to do, but it's completely worth it. I'm really passionate about business culture and building positive business environments. As far as my experience is concerned, in the spirit of transparency, I am not a business owner. Well, I am, but I'm not an entrepreneur. I do still have a full-time job that I'm trying desperately to get out of. I'll explain why in a little bit. But, I've been, in the workforce for, going on 17 years now. And I've worked a lot of different jobs for a lot of different people. Some of those jobs have been absolutely amazing, and some of them have been, not so amazing. And, what I've learned is that the difference between the amazing companies and the not so amazing companies had absolutely nothing to do with benefits or the paycheck or anything like that. What it had everything to do with was the environment and the business culture. And I've spent a lot of time kind of, gathering data from both ends of the spectrum and figuring out what makes a great company. And I've gotten to use some of that knowledge in the jobs that I've had and create my own little, subspaces where I've created some positive environments and built some great, relationships with the people who have worked under me over the years. My very first job was at a toy store. I was making minimum wage and I had no benefits whatsoever, and I absolutely loved the job. And like I said before, it had nothing to do with the paycheck, because the paycheck really wasn't that great. And it had nothing to do with the benefits because I wasn't making any. But the environment that the store manager had created, and the way that he, handled his staff and the way that he, communicated, he created a store where people wanted to, come to work and sell the crap out of some toys. And he created a place where, we trusted each other. And, I was always excited to come to work. I was in high school and I would work the closing shift during the week, and I was excited to do that. And, it was a really, really great experience. And then over the years, I tried my hands at, a few different things. I worked retail for a little bit. That definitely wasn't for me. I had a pretty decent career as an electrician. And that was interesting. Definitely not for me, but going that route, I was able to get into the office and actually spend some time managing people. I was a service manager. I'm currently the director of operations for a small electrical contractor. I've gotten the chance to have people work under me and build some great relationships doing that. The thing about that is, I am currently making more money than I've ever made before, and I have, really good benefits, but I absolutely hate the job, and it has nothing to do with the paycheck. It has nothing to do with the benefits. It has everything to do with the business environment and the culture of that company. There is no, culture of trust. There is, there's no, no trust whatsoever. I got a boss who says that he trusts me, but then he micromanages me, at every turn. And it's just, not a good place. And I'm not the only one that feels that way. A lot of the electricians don't like working there. They like working with me, but they don't like working for the company. From both ends of that spectrum, like I said before, a positive business culture has absolutely nothing to do with the paycheck, and it has nothing to do with the benefits. It has everything to do with the environment. Is there that circle of trust? Is it a place where people, are excited to come to work to? Do the people who work there believe what the company believes? If the answer is yes, you're going to have a great, successful business. But if the answer is no, you're going to lose. I've seen a lot of businesses go under because they didn't have the right culture in place. So that's why I started this podcast. I want to help, business owners and supervisors and managers create positive environments where people can thrive and where people want to come to work. We're going to talk a lot about management skills, talk a lot about leadership, and I'm really excited to be doing that. I do want to turn this into kind of a Q&A podcast, so I encourage all of you to email me at j@jlittman.com or hit me up on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram and ask me your questions, and I'll choose a couple each week to answer. If I don't get any questions, I'll just pick something off the top of my head and we'll talk about that. I do eventually want to get some guests involved in this, and I got some pretty big ideas for this thing. So again, welcome to the podcast. I hope you guys stick around, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks.